The massive ships descended through Earth's atmosphere like dark storms, their hulls crackling with energy that made the aurora borealis look like a child's nightlight. Admiral Sarah Chen stood on the bridge of the UES Defiance, humanity's flagship, watching the alien fleet take position above major cities worldwide. Her coffee had gone cold an hour ago, but she hadn't noticed. "Admiral," Communications Officer Rodriguez called out, his voice tight with tension. "We're receiving a transmission on all frequencies. Well, ma'am, it's a surrender demand." The view screen flickered to life, revealing a towering figure that could only be described as reptilian nightmare fuel, 8 feet tall, covered in obsidian scales with eyes like molten gold and teeth that belonged in a paleontologist's fever dreams. When it spoke, its voice was a symphony of grinding stone and contempt. "Primitive humans of the third planet," the creature hissed. "I am War Commander Zethkar of the Draconian Empire. Your pathetic species has been marked for subjugation. Surrender now and your deaths will be swift. Resist and we will make your final moments a testament to suffering." The bridge fell silent except for the gentle hum of life support systems. Chen took a slow sip of her cold coffee, grimaced, and set the cup down with deliberate precision. "Rodriguez, open a channel." "Channel open, Admiral." Chen straightened her uniform and looked directly at the alien commander with the sort of calm that could only come from 20 years of military service and 3 cups of coffee before breakfast. "War Commander Zethkar," she began pleasantly. "I'm Admiral Sarah Chen of the United Earth Space Command. Before we discuss your surrender terms, I have a question that's been bothering me." The alien's golden eyes narrowed dangerously. "You dare... Do you prefer coffee or tea?" The transmission went dead silent. Chen could practically hear the War Commander's brain grinding gears like an old diesel engine trying to start in winter. What? "Coffee or tea?" Chen repeated patiently. "It's a simple question, really. Some species are caffeine-based, others prefer tannins. We've got excellent Ethiopian dark roast, or if you're more traditional, Earl Grey is always lovely. Though I suppose with your dental situation, you might prefer something that won't get caught in your teeth." Behind her, she could hear Lieutenant Murphy trying very hard not to snort with laughter. Zethkar's scales seemed to darken with rage. "Human fool, this is not a social gathering. This is conquest. Submit, or..." "Oh, conquest." Chen nodded understandingly. "Right, yes, we'll get to that in a moment, but first refreshments, it's only polite. My grandmother always said you can't have a proper conversation without something warm to drink, even if that conversation is about planetary domination." She turned to her aide. "Thompson, start brewing. Make it the good stuff. If we're going to be conquered, at least we can be hospitable about it." "Ma'am," Thompson replied with suspicious professionalism. "Shall I prepare the diplomatic sugar cubes as well? The ones shaped like little skulls? Absolutely. Show we're taking this seriously." The War Commander's jaw worked silently, revealing even more impressive dentistry. Finally, he managed, "Your species is insane." "Oh, definitely," Chen agreed, cheerfully. "But we're politely insane, there's a difference. For instance, when the Zephyrians demanded our surrender last year, we invited them for a barbecue first. Lovely beings, actually. Turns out they were just cranky because they hadn't eaten in 3 cycles. We worked out a delightful trade agreement. Over ribs. The Zephyrians were conquered by the Andromedans, yes. Dreadful business. No manners whatsoever. Didn't even knock before invading. We had to be quite firm with them." Zethkar blinked. "Firm? Well, we couldn't very well let them continue their rampage after such rudeness, could we? Bad for galactic civilization. So we stopped them." "Stopped them? The Andromedan fleet was..." "Oh, was that what all those pretty explosions were? I thought they were fireworks celebrating our peace treaty. Bit excessive, but you know how these things go." The alien commander stared at her for a long moment. Behind Chen, the bridge crew had gone completely silent, though she could feel their barely contained grins. "You destroyed the Andromedan Empire," Zethkar said slowly. "Destroyed? Heavens no, we simply redirected their enthusiasm. They're lovely neighbors now, very quiet. The Queen sends Christmas cards. Chen picked up her coffee cup, discovered it was still cold, and sighed. Thompson, how's that fresh pot coming along? Ready when you are, Admiral. I took the liberty of preparing some of those little sandwiches with the crusts cut off. Excellent. War Commander, are you quite certain you won't join us? It really is exceptional coffee, and conquering on an empty stomach is never advisable. The massive alien looked from Chen to her cheerfully professional crew to the steaming coffee pot that Thompson was setting up with white tablecloth and proper china. This is not how conquest works, he said weakly. Well, no, Chen admitted, settling into her command chair as if it were a comfortable armchair. But it's how diplomacy works. And between you and me, I think you might prefer diplomacy. Much less paperwork and the hours are better. She gestured to the view screen where Earth hung peaceful and blue below them. Besides, if you're really set on conquest, you'll have to file the proper forms first. Environmental impact assessments, cultural preservation permits, displaced persons relocations. The bureaucracy alone would take decades. Far easier to just sit down and discuss what you actually need like civilized beings. Zethkar stared at her. You're treating an invasion like a social call. Isn't it? Chen asked innocently. You came to visit, announced yourselves very dramatically. Quite impressive, by the way, excellent atmospheric entry. And now we're getting acquainted. What else would you call it? The War Commander opened his mouth, closed it, then opened it again. No sound emerged except a faint wheeze. Coffee it is then, Chen decided. 1 lump or 2?